All right, what's going on Facebook? Got a whole bunch of people on here already, so thanks for joining early. Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 33 today. So this is the 33rd week that we've been doing this show. We've given away a whole lot of stuff on here. If you're new to the show, we do a lot of live giveaways on here. We're going to talk a little bit. We usually don't do too much politics, but it's what's going on right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about this disaster of an election, or if you want to call it an election. It's more like a freaking clown show right now, honestly. This is just a disaster. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about guns. Get some questions together. Today is going to be a lot of Q&A. I want to answer your questions about firearms. I do see a ton of new people on here, so I'm going to introduce myself, even though a lot of you guys already know who I am. Usually I have a counterpart, Dennis O'Callahan. He is out sick today, so I'm running solo. But I'm Andy Grossman. I am Pew Pew Nation. So I run Pew Pew Nation's podcast here, the Facebook page, the Instagram, the YouTube channel, all this stuff. I work for Athlon Outdoors as a private contractor, so I write for all these different magazines and do photography. Train thousands of people a year in firearms, and started doing this to try to spread awareness. If you're watching from the Right to Bear Arms page, that page is my page as well. I run that page with the sole purpose of trying to create a safe space for the 2A community where new shooters can come in and actually ask questions and not be belittled immediately when they ask them. So that's what we do here. So thanks for joining us. Stick around. We got lots of free giveaways. We got lots of stuff. I got some hats. I got some Magpul stuff. I got magazines. I got stuff from freedomfatigues.com right up here. Check them out. All American made apparel. Pew Pew Nation USA is also a sub-product of freedomfatigues.com. That is my apparel line through them. So pretty cool stuff. One of their shirts I'm wearing right now, actually. So they are awesome. So Daniel, he said, hope he doesn't have the Rona. So technically he does. But he's not sick. His son had it, and his son's not sick, and he has to quarantine or whatever because that's what his work's making him do. He's not sick at all. So I sound more sick than he is. I can't breathe right now. This weather's killing me. I'm going to be blowing my nose all day, so apologize immediately beforehand. It is what it is. This is allergy season for asthma people like myself. So it sucks, but it is what it is. So I don't know if the cat's in this room or not. He might attack me soon. Either way, I don't want to talk about it, but let's get started. I pulled the map up here, as you guys can see, so that we can actually see the map and we can talk about what's going on with this disaster of an election, if you even want to call it an election at this point. I mean, it's just it's an absolute joke is what this is. We all knew this was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. It's not anything surprising right now. But unfortunately, it's going on. So I know you guys probably are all up to date, but let's go over what's going on anyway. So pretty much Wisconsin and Michigan were stolen from President Trump. There's voter fraud already coming out all over the place. Especially, I'm from Michigan. We're in Michigan here, so it's disgusting. It really is. Detroit, as far as I last saw, they were actually over 100% of the voter turnout that are registered voters in Detroit. This stuff is just an absolute mess. So there's a couple things that I definitely want to talk about. So the Michigan and Wisconsin, it's gonna go to court. Trump already said he wants a recount in both of them, and it's gonna happen. I mean, he has rightful reasons to want a recount in those two states. But with that being said, He might not even have to have a recount. So a lot of people are already like, oh, it's at, let me pull this, let me make this bigger so you guys can see it real quick. Right now, they are at 260. Biden has 264 electoral votes and 214 for Trump. But, so all Biden needs is Nevada, which they kind of have right now, blue, showing that it's going for Biden. The fact here is that this is not necessarily going to Biden. There is, where's the full, this is a weird one. It's not showing me, I don't want to see the counties. There we go, state. It's still showing me counties. I don't know how to see just Nevada as a state. It's not showing me that. State. Oh, I guess I just hover over it instead of clicking on it. Okay. So they're less than 7,500 votes difference right now, and only 75% in. So this is not a given to Biden. If Biden doesn't take Nevada, even with all the voter fraud going on, Trump wins. He's going to take Pennsylvania. They got 88% in, and that one's going to be a mess too, but he's taken Pennsylvania. Georgia, I don't understand why they haven't called it yet. 97% in. He's obviously winning Georgia. North Carolina, the same thing, 94% in. So Biden doesn't get Nevada automatically. The other thing that's on this, that's in play, is Arizona. Arizona is saying 84% reporting. They're not even 100,000 votes apart. So I don't understand how they call an 84% reporting state and don't call Georgia when they're 97% reporting. And they're about the same distance apart on these things. So this stuff just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of fishy stuff going on in this election. Last night at 3:45 in the morning, there was 130. I thought I had it written down. 138,000, somewhere around 138,000 votes just delivered to Detroit at Cobo Hall last night. Out of nowhere, nobody knows where they came from, and it's interesting to say the least. So we're going to see what happens. I have a feeling that they're going to end up calling Nevada for Biden tonight, and Biden will do his victory speech and all this bullshit. And there's going to be lawsuits, and they're going to have lawsuits in Nevada. They're going to have lawsuits in Arizona. They're going to have lawsuits in Wisconsin and in Michigan at least. And in the end of it all, and I'm saying it right here on Pew Pew Nation Live, Trump will come out victorious. I really believe that. They're trying everything they can to screw him over, and they did it the last election. They've done it this election. They've done it for 4 years, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Even if Biden wins the presidency, honestly, as long as we hold the Senate, which they're trying to screw us out of that too. They screwed John James out of his Senate seat, which that's going to get contested as well, guaranteed. As long as we keep the Senate, it's just going to be 4 years of nothing happening. That's all it's going to be. We might end up getting a stimulus check out of it. Who knows? They just like to hand money to people. So, I mean, hey, whatever. Buy more guns with it. But there's a lot of there's a lot of possibilities right now. There's a lot on the table. There's a lot out there, and a lot of people are just counting out Trump already, and they're just, oh, he lost. I don't think it's the case. I really don't think it's the case. I think there's a lot of voter fraud going on, and just an absolute mess. So it's sad. It's disgusting. It's honestly, it's disheartening that we have to worry about this. Like, I would love if everybody voted and we came out here, and on this show right now I had to say congratulations to Joe Biden on a great race that he ran, and somehow he managed to pull it off. I wish I could say it. it just, I can't say it because there's so much fraud going on. There's so much fraud. You see my cat? My cat's playing with the AR behind me. Sorry. I heard him crawling up the chair, and then I looked back to see him on the AR. I don't know what he's doing. His name is Trigger, so it fits. He's probably going to try to pull the trigger. Either way, though, it's just disheartening. I mean, it's crazy to think that in America, the greatest country in the world, we have to worry about this kind of bullshit. And it needs to be changed. It does. And I'm sorry, 4 years of a Democrat in office is not changing anything. It's going to make everything way, way worse. And, hey, stop eating my Trump flag. It's going to make everything way worse, and we're gonna have to hold on tight. We really are going to have to hold on tight. It's an absolute mess right now. So, the crazy thing too, let me pull this map back up here so you guys can see it real quick, bigger. So what's incredible to me is that they're calling these states, we've talked about it, but that they're not calling other states. So it just makes no sense at all. This stuff makes no sense. I want to know, in this country, how is there only 75% reporting in Nevada almost 24 hours after the polls closed? It just shows you right there that there's something going on. There's something going on, and it's not kosher. That's all there is to it. So let me get some comments here, see what you guys are saying about all this stuff. Hi to everybody. There's a ton of people watching right now, so I'm just going to give a big hi to everybody. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hang out. We got tons of giveaways today, actually. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 giveaways today. Free stuff from freedomfatigues.com, from Pew Pew Nation USA. We're going to show you the SAR K12 Sport in just a few minutes here. And I have some swag from SAR, some hats and stuff from SAR. I got Magpul stuff for you. We got magazines for you. We got stuff for you today. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for joining us, though. Let's see what we got. John said Arizona is actually still in play. It definitely is. It's that this map is showing it closed. I think CNN, of all news outlets, is actually showing Arizona still undecided. So, I mean, there's a lot that can go on here still. There's going to be lawsuits guaranteed, but there is a ton of stuff that could change here. Like, Biden has to have Arizona, and he has to have, excuse me, Nevada. And neither one of those are locked in. So they are very, very close. Nevada's ridiculous. It's literally 7,500 votes right now, difference. And for some reason, they're not counting votes anymore. They're 75% in, and we haven't seen any votes come in. For literally, I've been watching it all day. I don't get it. But he has to win those two. Biden has to win those two to get to 270. Trump needs to get that decision in Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and then either Arizona or Nevada. And even with the voter fraud in Wisconsin and Michigan that we already know is going on, it doesn't even matter. He's at 270. He's over 270, and it's another 4 years of us having rights. So it's just crazy. Greg's here, Michigan. It is an embarrassment. Literally, it's an embarrassment. It's crazy. John said it was called by mistake at 95%. They're recounting Arizona. Is that confirmed, Joe? Are they actually recounting it right now, or is that going to be another lawsuit that you heard? Because I know there's going to be lawsuits everywhere. What's up, Mark? The liberals have lost their mind. It's obvious what's going on, for sure. How do people vote for... Greg's got a good comment. How do people vote for government control, higher taxes, inflation and tossing away your rights. Just can't wrap my head around it. I can't. I've tried to look at things from every perspective, and I'm a guy that if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I'm not afraid to get in a discussion, in an argument with somebody, but I work on facts. That's how I work. So if I don't know something for sure, I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to say it. It's all about the facts. And I ask people all the time, liberals all the time. I just want to know your point of view. I want to understand where you're coming from and why you want what you want. And I've yet to get an actual answer. It's always just, oh, Donald Trump's a piece of shit. He's racist. He's this, he's that. I don't care about Donald Trump. I want to know why you vote for Joe Biden. Why is your vote Joe Biden? And nobody can ever tell me it. Nobody has been able to at all for the last 6 months since he's been the candidate. Nobody can tell me why they vote for Joe Biden. So it always comes back to Trump's a piece of shit. Trump's a racist. He's a bigot, sexist, blah blah blah. It's insane. This stuff's insane. It just blows my mind that that this ideology, this thought process is out there in our country. It's the same thought process that was boarding up businesses yesterday before an election. Like, think about that for a second. In major cities, we were boarding up businesses in preparation for Donald Trump to be elected. It wasn't in preparation for Joe Biden to win, because we don't riot. that's the facts here. You guys watching this are most likely all Trump supporters, and if you aren't, you aren't. I don't care what you are. But you and I aren't going out to riot. We're not going to burn down buildings because our candidate didn't win. Or even in our case, we should. Our candidate got cheated at this point. And we're not going out there to riot. We'll take it on the chin if the lawsuits don't go our way and Joe Biden's our president for Kamala Harris is our president for 4 years, then so be it. That's what it is. We're going to hold on to our money. We're going to hold on to our guns and our ammo, and we're just going to sit there and keep our mouth shut and wait 4 years until we can finally change it. And hopefully everybody does the right thing and votes the right way. That's the only thing we're going to do. The liberals, they're boarding up their businesses because they're in preparation for Trump to win, and they're going to burn down the cities, and they're going to burn down polling locations, and they're going to kill Republicans and all this crap. You got the Black Lives Matter morons, all these people out there, and they're just idiots. I mean, it's incredible. It's just incredible. I don't get it. I don't get it. Arizona used the wrong pens, wouldn't read. They have to manually go back over and count. So that happened in Detroit as well. That's part of it, the Sharpie thing. What's really weird to me with the Sharpies, and if you haven't heard about this whole fraudulent thing with the Sharpies, so supposedly, and I cannot confirm it because of course the media won't just confirm it. Like, go to a polling location and run a ballot through the thing with a Sharpie and see if it takes it. This is really easy to debunk this. They won't do it, though. And the reason that they won't do it is probably because it's true. So, supposedly, if you use a felt tip pen, a Sharpie, on your ballot, it doesn't read it properly. And what happens is the machine doesn't take it, and they have to manually take it, and they put it in a box. And then those ballots are supposedly counted later on. Now, the video I posted on YouTube earlier is literally a video recording of, in Detroit, of them training people to lose those ballots when they don't run through the machine properly. So, did that happen? I'm sure it did. So this is going to be a mess altogether. I mean, if Arizona's getting recounted, Arizona's probably going to go red, is my guess. That happens, it's a Trump presidency. The only way that Biden has a chance at that point is Pennsylvania. And I don't think it's going blue. So it's just crazy. John said Joe Jorgensen for him. Uh, I like her gun stuff, that's for sure. I definitely like her gun stuff. I didn't look into her a whole lot more other than the gun stuff. And that's just because I vote Republican. That's what I do. So um, I like Trump. I support him, and I was voting for him. But I understand where you're coming from with Joe Jorgensen for sure. 130,000 ballots found and not one vote for Trump. Yeah, it was literally 3:45 a.m. at Cobo Arena or whatever the hell they call it now, in Detroit. And if you look at the chart of it's like a graph of the votes going up throughout the day with the time and stuff like that. It's like, gradual, and then all of a sudden blue is like straight up and straight over out of nowhere. So you're telling me that there's not one ballot that came in that was a Trump ballot that supposedly showed up after the polls were closed. That's the thing. Our moron governor here in Michigan, Whitmer, came out today and said that everything was in by 8 p.m. when it's supposed to be. Everything was in by 8 p.m. There's literally eyewitnesses that watched 130 something ballots, 130 something thousand ballots get wheeled into Cobo Arena and start counting them last night. So if everything was supposed to be in by 8 p.m. and those weren't in by 8 p.m., how do they even count at this point? Who made them up? How many did they make up? Are they actually real votes? It's insane. They were reporting that in Wisconsin it was 101% voter turnout. I don't know if that's true, but at this point, I would say that it's all true. It's just this stuff is just nuts. Antrim County in Michigan is already doing a recount. Yeah, they zeroed out all their stuff. Actually, I think I can pull it up and it shows you. Let's see if it'll let me do it. It was this one here, Antrim County. So yeah, everything is zero if you look at that, which could change some things too. Obviously, I don't know how much population is up there, but there's 0% reporting. They're recounting everything up there right now, and it's because of all this stuff going on. I mean, they caught it early and they said something's not right here. Sorry, allergies. Doug said they're manually counting each vote from the poll locations in that county, which is what's going to happen everywhere in Michigan. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. John said typical libertarian, but not senile or orange man bad. Nice. Yeah, I've heard good things about her. I just, like I said, I vote Republican, and that's just what I do. So, John said 30,000 registered there. Is that in that county that's being recounted? Antrim? That's a lot of votes if that's in that county, and that's a Republican area. So it's right next to Charlevoix. It's pretty Republican out there. We have federal election laws for the entire country. Absentee for service members, people with disabilities, and people that can provide they can't make it to the polls to vote. 100% guaranteed, Greg. That is exactly what we need. It's insane. Pennsylvania, just a disaster of election laws. I didn't know a lot of this. I actually found out yesterday some of this stuff. And in Pennsylvania, you can actually, as long as your ballot is post-dated November 3rd, doesn't matter what time, November 3rd, you can still send it in. So there's nothing that like proves that it was November 3rd. You can just say that it was November 3rd. And technically, they could be getting ballots all the way till November 10th, is what I heard, just because of the way that the post office works. How the hell is that possible? So you send in a ballot supposedly November 3rd, and then all of a sudden they might get it November 10th, and you still count it? No, The stuff needs to be in November 3rd by 8 p.m., whatever time zone it is, and that's how it works. Period. That's all it is. It's a very simple process. There's no reason that we need to make this some sort of craziness with all this mail-in ballots and all this mail-in stuff, unless if there's an actual reason. Like you said, like Greg said, absentee for service members or people that actually have a reason, disabilities that they can't stand there, wait in line at the polls or something like that. That kind of stuff I get. I do. I get it. But how do you have a system that you can send in a ballot on November 3rd, anytime, up till midnight on November 3rd, as long as it says November 3rd on it? So you already know what your state has been doing, and then you can send in ballots to go the other way. It blows my mind. I don't understand it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So it is what it is. See, has anybody else got anything else for the election stuff? And then I'm going to pull this graphic off the screen because I'm tired of looking at this shit, honestly. Those three should be red, and Nevada should be red, and Alaska should be filled in, and then we call the election, and Donald Trump wins. That'd be awesome if it happened right now on the air. So, Chris Richards said, not surprised by anything that is going on. You've tried desperately for the past 4 years. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, it really doesn't. It did for a minute yesterday. It was funny. I stayed up till like 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. It's like, I got to see what's going on. I wanted to see updated information. And it finally, about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, this ain't happening tonight. This is stupid. I watched Trump's little speech. And I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm done with this. So it's going to be a while before we know who actually wins. There's going to be lawsuits everywhere. This is just going to be a mess. It is going to be a disaster. Stephanie said Trump has this. I agree with you 100%, honestly. Like I said, it might not even have to go to all the courts. If they finally call Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Alaska, which I don't know why they haven't called Alaska yet, and Georgia for Trump, it all comes down to Nevada and Arizona if there's a recount in Arizona right now. So, but even without Arizona, if he wins Nevada, that's 276, 275, something like that. He's over 270. So it's very, very, very doable still. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's over, it's over. My brother is all, yeah, Trump's done, it's over, and he's all pissed about it. I don't think it's over. I really don't. Sarah said when she went to bed last night, Trump had a big lead in Michigan, then wake up, and all of a sudden Biden has it, all because of those mysterious ballots. Yeah, he had a lead of over 300,000 votes at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Actually, no, when he did his speech, he had over 300,000 difference in votes winning Michigan. I mean, it was a landslide. And then John James, same thing. John James for Senate, he had the same thing going, this giant lead. And then his lead, it was funny. If you watched the Senate race, Trump's lead went like, it was literally blue line straight up and then over. And it was, oh, Trump's done. He is no longer in the lead in Michigan. But John James stayed in the lead until literally maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. All of a sudden, he lost the lead. How does the presidential race with a Republican candidate stay, like just lose the lead, boom, just like that? It's all of a sudden he's 100,000 votes behind. But the Senate, it took a while and gradually went up. I don't understand how this happens. It's really, really, really fishy. Moe said Trump won't let it go. He'll fight. That is the truth. Trump, even if like the facts come out and he's like he lost, he's not gonna let it go. He's gonna fight the hell out of it. Which He's a businessman. You don't lose. So we'll see what happens. Um, Greg, was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Nice. All right. So with all that being said, we're gonna move on a little bit here. I don't want to look at this graphic anymore. It doesn't. They haven't changed it still. So stupid. We'll get rid of that. Look at the Trump flag. That's way better. And the cat passed out behind the AR. I don't know if you can see that, but there's literally the cat fell asleep behind the AR on his little chair back there in front of the Trump flag. He's the most patriotic cat in the world. Little badass. Kevin Sims said he still hasn't slept. Yeah, I barely slept. Like I said, I slept a couple hours and I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning and literally grabbed my phone and checked to see what the results were, see what was going on, and saw it was still a shit show and just put it down and went back to sleep for a little bit. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But honestly, the most important part of this whole thing is to remember who the violent group is here. And if it doesn't go their way, we have to protect ourselves. We've talked about this before, and we have to do it. We have to keep our head on swivel. We have to protect ourselves. So I had a couple people, I wrote down some questions because people were messaging me questions and stuff like that earlier. We're going to get into the questions, the Q&A in a little bit, but I wanted to cover one of the questions because it goes right into protecting yourself. So I get this question all the time. What's your everyday carry? What's your EDC? And everybody wants to know what I carry every day because I live this every day. I mean, this is what I do for a living. I am constantly around guns. So so I brought out some guns here. I got them on the table here. I'm going to show you guys exactly what my everyday carry looks like. Before I even show you the guns, we'll talk about how I carry. So I carry in my waistband, almost always right hip, and then a backup gun somewhere else, wherever it's comfortable, depending on what gun I'm carrying or what day it is or what I'm wearing or whatever. So I'm a big believer in one gun is none, two guns is one, three guns is two, so on and so on. I actually wrote an article about it. So I'm going to show you my basic everyday carry stuff, and I didn't get all my guns out that I carry all the time because stuff is in safes and in my truck and things like that. So I just am going to give you an idea here. So my main carry, and if you're wondering what holsters I use a Crossbreed. This is my favorite holster, Crossbreed holsters, or my Legacy Firearms Kydex, depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm carrying outside the waistband, I always carry in a real good quality. Legacy Firearms Co. is awesome, Michigan company. I carry in their holsters outside the waistband. They look good, for one thing, because people are going to see your holster. And they, oops, what I just did. There it goes. And they work well. They hold well. They feel good, everything. But in the waistband wise, I carry in a Crossbreed holster. Obviously here, this is a very used, well-loved Crossbreed holster. This is for my SIG 938. I have had this holster since I bought the gun, and I've had the gun for 7 years, probably 6 or 7 years now. So this holster is probably on my hip, I would say 300 days a year at one point or another, whether it's on my hip, on my ankle. If I'm wearing cowboy boots, sometimes I shove this thing down in my ankle, wherever it is. So here's my gun. This is my 365. You guys can see that baby is clear. I cleared everything before I started here. This thing is filthy. It needs to be re-Cerakoted. Odin's Workshop did a badass wood grain look to match my wood grain grips on this thing. A few years back they did this for me. Stars and bars all over it. Wood grain. You can see the holster wear right there. It's wearing pretty good. Cool thing with this gun actually is my barrel. So as you can see right there, it's got the American flag lasered barrel. that Odin's Workshop did. So this is my everyday carry. Super small gun. I mean, you can see my hand, it fits directly in my hand and probably can almost block the gun if I tried hard enough. So, super small, lightweight. It shoots well. I've never had issues with it. Love this little guy. Holds 7 rounds. Well, 7+1. That's how I carry it. 1 in the chamber, 7 in the mag. As you can see, I pulled the mag out. Here's 7 rounds in that guy. And my extra round, I carry Barnes TAC XP ammo, which I don't even know if you can get now because it was a Remington brand, so I don't know what they're doing with that. But I love TAC XPD. Stuff is amazing. And like I said, I carry that in my crossbreed holster. This is how I carry. My other gun that I always carry, oh, and always an extra magazine. My Legacy Firearms Co. Mag pouch here, single mag pouch. Always an extra magazine, and what I do with my extra mag is it's always on my opposite side. So if I carry on my right side, my mag pouch, my extra magazine is on my left side. And the reason for that, there is actually a real reason for that. I hate holsters where the mag pouch is on the same side as the holster. So if I have my gun, and we'll check, make sure the thing is clear again. If I have my gun and I'm shooting and I need to reload, so slides locked back, I need to grab a magazine. I'm trying to like reach over here, trying to grab this magazine on the same side as my gun. It doesn't really work that well. If it's on my left side, I literally can just pop that thing out, put it right back in. Bullets facing backwards. And there's a reason for that, because when they come back out, they go forward. So I pull it out and it goes, bullets are facing forward. Literally all I have to do is one motion into the gun, slide back, and I'm ready to rock. I'm back in the fight. So I'm pointing this at the camera. There's nobody behind me, trust me. So that's my main carry. That's a good summer gun, winter gun. It doesn't matter. And then when I'm going somewhere and I'm wearing like a sweatshirt, a heavy jacket, something like that, I carry in, same thing, clear, you can see, no ammo in there. This is my custom FN 509 mid-size. So this thing was done up for a magazine article, actually. JM Customs did the stippling on the grip. Probably one of the only FNs in the world that has a stippled grip. Apex trigger, super sweet trigger. And then the slide, as you can see, is pretty custom. Continuous Precision did the serrations. These are factory serrations. They deepened them so they got a little bit more grab. Put a couple little ports on the top, port on the front there. EFK Fire Dragon barrel in this thing, and I got a couple barrels. I got a threaded barrel for it as well. But this thing is super smooth for press checks now with those Continuous Precision cuts. So this is my battle gun. I mean, this thing goes on quad trips with me, on side by sides, hunting. This is my gun. I love this thing. Both 9mm. I'm fine with a 9mm. I have no problem with it. Again, crossbreed holster for the FN. Also a Legacy Firearms Company holster if I'm carrying outside the waistband. So same thing, extra mag. The FN holds 17 rounds. Or I'm sorry, 15 rounds in these mags. So 15+1. So I got 31 rounds on me if I got 2 magazines at least. So pretty sweet. Let me get some questions. There's some questions here. So Greg said I always have my plate carrier and armor as well as my medical or med pack in my truck. Do any others? So Greg, good question. I'm going to get to that in just a second, actually. Yeah, both 9mm pistols. I always carry 9mm or 5.56. So the cat here, I'm going to piss him off because I'm going to take his cover. Oh, he didn't even move. Yeah. So again, you guys can see this guy is clear. This is my truck gun. This is a very simple Springfield Saint pistol. So it's a fixed pistol brace here. I got the sight mark. M-Spec, the Ultra Shot M-Spec on top here. the Sight Mark gets a bad name sometimes. This thing is badass. This thing has been in my truck for over a year. Never touch it. Battery's still, I guarantee, if I turn it on right now, I pulled it out of the truck earlier, and boom. I don't know if you can see it, but it's red. You kind of see it pulling up on the camera. So this thing sits in the truck, and it is still holding battery. These are super cool if you're shooting in like sunlight. It's got a sunshade. So you pull the sunshade back, it gives you a little bit of relief on the sun, on the optic. Very basic pistol setup. A lot of people are like, oh, you have a bunch of AR pistols. Because I got a Zev AR pistol. I mean, I got my custom P51 AR pistol. I got some sweet AR pistols. So a lot of people are always like, why the hell do you carry a Springfield St. Victor, which is the low line of of Springfield products? Well, I've done a lot of testing on Springfield ARs. These things are fantastic. They run super well. And I'm not going to lie, it's a cheaper gun. If this thing gets stolen out of my truck, I'm going to be pissed. But I'm only out $1,000 total with the optic, rather than probably about $1,200 with the optic, rather than like $3,000 with one of my other guns. So personally, it runs. It works every time I take it out of the truck. The optic is dirty right now because it sits in the truck, but it always turns on. It always works well. It's just a great shooting gun. So I highly recommend with all this shit going on, an AR in your truck, AR pistol, in your truck or something equivalent. My CZ Scorpion Micro might turn into my truck gun soon as well. I love the fact that it's 9mm. Smaller than this guy. It folds up tiny. I can throw it in a backpack if I'm leaving or whatever. It's a fantastic setup. So anything like that, have a carbine, have a rifle, a pistol, whatever works for you and whatever's legal in your state. Highly recommended. I carry multiple 30-round magazines, always loaded. And there's I think there's about 180 rounds in magazines in my truck. And there's also boxes of ammo in my truck. So very important. If you find yourself in a situation with some violent protesters, definitely a good idea to have something like this in your vehicle with you. Somebody, I think it was Greg, said something about his plate carrier. I'm not good with the plate carrier. I'm not against it. I'm not good at having one. I need to get a better one. I have one for my classes that I run. I need a better plate carrier, though, because I'd love the same thing. I'd like to have one in my truck. Shit hits the fan. At least you got some protection on you as well. But the medical kit, I do carry a full medical kit in my truck as well. And always tourniquets. People forget about tourniquets. I'm going to put this AR down real quick. Stay. Sorry, kitty. People forget about tourniquets. Always have a good tourniquet on your in your medical kit or in your vehicle, whatever. Tourniquets are super important. They can definitely save your life, and they're super easy to use. If you don't know how to use them, literally buy one and practice. They're super cheap. I think I bought these ones off Amazon, and they're like a 3-pack for like $10 or something. Like, they're worth it. Let me answer some questions here. Sorry. So Greg, I kind of answered your question. Yes, plate carriers are a good idea. And then med kits, tourniquets, all that good stuff. I got some more stuff that I carry, and I'll show you in just a second, but let me get to this. We answered the 9mm. I'm a little farther back. Where'd you get the optic? That is a Sightmark. Sightmark Ultra Shot M Spec is the actual model of this this guy. You can get them all over the place. Optics Planet, local stores, things like that. This one I write for magazines, so I did an article on this thing, and then I ended up purchasing it afterwards because it's a pretty inexpensive uh, optic and it works well. So highly recommend them, especially for like a truck gun where it's kind of a, I don't like using the term throwaway gun, but it really is, because you kind of have to not be too worried about theft and things like that. And the thing getting banged around in your vehicle. I mean, I don't care how you carry it in your car, in a safe, whatever, it's going to get beat up. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. This thing's got, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the whole front of this optic is all beat up on it. The front of the gas block here, everything is all beat up on this thing. The gun's still in decent shape though, and I'm telling you, this thing's run. St. Victor, the St. Pistol is what this one is. It's a St. Victor, but it's a pistol version. These things just run. Springfield did a great job with these things. Daniel said, I've open carry my 40. I know you're not a fan. I need something to conceal for a smaller framed guy. So again, this the 938, the SIG. This is my carry gun. I'm a big fan of 1911s, and this has a very 1911 style everything to it. The safety is 1911 style. The grip angle is 1911 style. So I'm a big fan of the 938. The 365 from SIG is also a fantastic gun. I carry that thing sometimes. I got a Ruger LCP that I didn't bring out today. I call that my suit gun. If you go into a wedding or something like that, I literally can slip that thing right in the pocket of my suit jacket, or I have an ankle holster that I can carry that thing on, and you don't even know it's there. It's so small. So there's tons of options out there. Greg said, same AR pistol, don't leave home without it. Exactly. Especially in today's day and age, man. You watch these videos, these guys getting pulled out of their vehicles and beat and everything else with these riots going on. I'm not going to be a victim. That's all there is to it. So, Brad said, what gun is that? I think I answered that. That was the Springfield St. Pistol. John said, I'm not a fan of that much ammo. I think if I find myself in a gunfight, I'm going to find an exit. I agree, but sometimes you need that much ammo to find the exit. So that's my thing. I'd rather have too much and not have to use it than not enough and be out, because now I have a paperweight that maybe if somebody gets close enough, I can swing that thing and hit them with it. But I want to have as much ammo as I possibly could ever need to get out of the situation that I'm in. So Mitch said, more than guns are at stake. We're on the verge of losing everything. Agreed 100%, Mitchell. Greg, that's exactly what I just said. Sorry, I'm reading comments here. I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Sorry. Brad said he likes the ACOG. ACOG's fantastic, but it's up there in the price range. So that is the only reason that I just wanted a cheaper red dot that works. I could put it on target. I'm not planning on shooting more than 50 to 70 yards at the most at that point. And in a defensive situation, I don't even want to shoot that far. So they better be close for me to start shooting with an AR. And hopefully they're going back. So Moe, your cat is sleeping on the chair. You can see him in the bottom of the camera right there. He's passed out. Brad said, how is it? I want it. It's awesome. It's a great budget AR pistol. All right, what else we got here? I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Sorry. James said, be careful with those Amazon purchase tourniquets. I've seen more often than not. They are cat knockoffs that I've seen fail. That's good to know. These ones are actually ones that I don't remember the brand because I don't have the paperwork, but my sister-in-law is an ER nurse, and she actually recommended these ones to me. So I know this brand is decent, but you have to be careful with any of that stuff for sure. MPX, I do not have an MPX. I would love an MPX, but I don't have one. I just bought the CZ Scorpion, the micro, and my wife almost killed me. So, 938 Hellcat. Hellcat's a great gun as well. I'm not a big fan of the sights on a Hellcat, but for a defensive carry gun, it's perfect size. It's the same, actually the same size as that. The Springfield 911. Actually, I just did an article, short article on one of those, and that's the first time I played with one. And I was surprised. It is literally the same size as my 938. Hellcat, Nikki said Hellcat has a bigger kick. It does have I don't know why. I don't understand why the recoil on a Hellcat is so much more than a 365. Like, it lives up to his name, that's for sure. Everybody that comes through my class with a Hellcat, they all are like, oh my God, this thing hurts. Like, it is not a fun gun to shoot. It really isn't. The 365, I can shoot at the range all day. Thing is awesome. ACOG definitely pricey. Does anyone have a company that doesn't allow you to carry at work? So, that you work for. So if anybody does work for a company that doesn't allow you to carry, you can comment on here for Nikki. But I'm going to address that actually too in just a second, because that's a good question, and I've dealt with that before. So, Wes said hammer or no hammer, personal preference. 365 or the 938 has a hammer. The 509 does not. So I carry both. I don't really care. I don't find that a hammer really is going to snag on clothing. I just don't have that problem. So I've never had that issue. I work on holster draw a lot, and I've just never had that issue. So I don't really worry too much about that. It's more personal preference. Mark said weight. Weight of what? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Greg has to leave his in the car. He can't carry on the premises. Stephanie said she works for 2 companies that did not allow carry while at work. You can leave in the car, but can't have it on you. So I've actually run into this myself, and I worked for a plumbing supply company, and I was a driver. I drove a semi-truck pretty much for them. The recoil of the gun. The recoil, I don't know what the you're saying that the weight of the spring. I get you, Mark. You got to talk in full sentences. I'm not that smart. Come on. I get what you're saying. Yes, it probably has a heavier spring. I used to work for the plumbing supply company, and they had a policy that there was no carrying. I wasn't supposed to carry. I worked in some really bad areas in Detroit, and they actually, when they hired me, they encouraged me to carry. So I had special permission from the owner of the company to carry. And the only people that knew I carried were the manager of the store that I worked at, the owner of the company, and his kids. That's the only people that knew I carried. But again, it was special permission, and I had to pretty much, not let anybody know and everything else. Some of the companies that don't allow you to carry blow my mind nowadays. Like, it's almost disturbing to me, like, that they don't want you to be able to protect yourself. It would suck. I'm lucky I work for myself. My truck is my office pretty much, and trust me, I don't have any kind of employee handbook saying that I can't carry, because I carry a lot and a lot of guns. Wes said he has a Springfield XDE 9, thinking of the 9F upgrading. You don't want my opinion on that. uh, my opinion of the Springfield XD line, I don't like it. I think they're blocky. I think they're heavy. I don't think that Springfield did a great job with those. But with that being said, if it works for you and you like it, run with it. Seriously. Um, Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Everybody's going to have a different opinion on different guns. That's why I always tell everybody shoot whatever it is you're thinking about buying. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the guy at the gun shop. Definitely don't listen to the guy at the gun shop. Jesus. Those guys are morons usually. And do what's right for you. So go out and buy what's right for you. The Springfield XD stuff, it just doesn't work for me. It really doesn't. I'm not a fan of it. But a lot of people love them. So Anne Marie, Brad said I carry everywhere. Good. Everybody needs to. Anne Marie, my cousin works for the U.S. Census. She goes house to house doing surveys. She can't even carry pepper spray. I would find a new job. I really would. I would not do it. Nikki said Greg Mathewson, mine doesn't even want it on the premises, but that they don't know, but what they don't know won't hurt them. I love it. My 2A is there for my protection if I need it. To go get gas after work, I want it. I don't blame you, Nikki. I don't blame you at all. And that's the beauty of concealed carry. And that is why somebody said it earlier. They know I don't like open carry. That is 100% why right there. Nobody needs to know that I have the gun. Nobody should know that I have the gun. And they don't need to. I mean, I don't need it. I don't need to announce it. You know what I mean? I know I have it. I feel safe. I know what I have and what I'm able to use. That's my opinion on that. Brad said your life isn't worth a job. That is exactly true. And that is exactly why I quit the plumbing supply place. I had an incident where two guys, actually three guys, pulled up a Cadillac while I was trying to get onto the lodge. They blocked me, kept me on the service drive in this big ass truck. They cut me off, jumped off out of the car. Two of them jumped out of the car. I noticed what was going on real quick, figured it out. I had a whole load of copper pipe that they watched me load, and they wanted it. And they jumped up on the gas tanks on either side of the truck, and I took off around the Cadillac, and I was driving down the service drive. One guy jumps off the passenger side, the other guy's on the driver's side. I'm trying to get my gun out. I actually had the 938 on me, and was stuck on the seatbelt. Like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. It's stuck on the seatbelt. I actually need it right now. I finally got the seatbelt off, got the gun out. I smacked it into the window because I was drawing so hard. That guy shit his pants. He jumped at like 30 miles an hour, tuck and roll across the service drive. I got back to the main warehouse in Walled Lake. If you're not from Michigan, you don't care where it is, but that's where it was. And I literally handed the keys to the owner and see you later. I'm done. I couldn't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing your life over some copper pipe or a job. Nikki said, ladies, shoot before you buy. I went to shoot the SIG 365 and I didn't like it, so I'll be sticking with the 380 because it is a comfortable round for me. Also, make sure you can rack the slide. Very, very good information, Nikki, because I stress this all the time. I'm a very big advocate of women shooting, women carrying, women being able to protect themselves. So I love when women are carrying and women want to protect themselves and learn. Anne Marie, I don't know if she's still on here, but she messaged me a question the other day, actually, that she was a revolver girl. She took my class and she started to try out some of the drills that I taught her in class. And she found out that she doesn't have the hand strength to be able to pull the trigger with her left hand on the revolver. She's got a snub nose Smith & Wesson, I think. She couldn't pull the trigger with her left hand one-handed, and it scared her. because she wanted to know that she could protect herself no matter what. I mean, in a defensive situation, the realization is that you're probably going to be hit with a baseball bat, you're stabbed, shot, whatever it is, and you're gonna get injured. So if you can't use your right hand or your left hand, whichever dominant hand you are, you better damn well know how to shoot with the other one. I always joke in class, if I lost both arms, I'm going to learn how to shoot with my freaking toe to keep myself alive. So it's really important to make sure that that gun works for you. And it's not only for women, it's for men, women, kids, everything. Make sure it is the proper firearm for you. Make sure you can rack the slide. Make sure you can pull the trigger right or left-handed. Test them out. Go to a range. Rent them. It's just important to carry. Make sure you're carrying a gun. If this election goes the way it's kind of looking like it's going to go, unfortunately, we need to be able to protect ourselves. That's all there is to it. They don't want us to, and we need to. So let's see if there's any updates on the map. I'll pull it up real quick. Nothing. Go away, map. So let's see where are we at here. Greg's wife carries a revolver as well. A lot of women prefer revolvers. So revolvers are nice, especially for women. I hate bag carry, purse carry, because the first thing that a bad guy is going to try to grab, if you're a woman, is your bag. They're going to try to steal your purse. So now they have your gun. But if it's the only way that you can possibly carry a gun, it is what it is. So carry that gun in the purse. The nice thing with a revolver is it's going to shoot right through the purse. You stick your hand in that purse, grab it, aim somewhere near that person, and you can fire 6 rounds right through the purse. It's not going to jam up on you most likely. Where a semi-auto, you're probably the first round, the slide's going to come back, and then it's going to grab a whole bunch of fabric and stuff, and it's, you're going to get a jam like this. So revolvers are great for that kind of stuff. But it's all personal preference. Again, it's all personal preference. Small guns look cute in small ladies, but even for someone like me who shoots a lot, they suck to shoot, in my opinion, compared to a larger frame gun. If you can carry, or if you can try them out before you purchase, do it. 100%, James. Small guns, that little Ruger LCP, everybody's like, oh, it's so cute, it's so cute. It's a bitch. That thing is I hate that gun. I would rather shoot my 50 cal Desert Eagle one-handed all day long if I had to than shoot that little Ruger LCP. 380 versus 50 cal. So it is terrible. But they're purpose driven. That gun can go anywhere with me. And if I have to use it to protect myself, I'm okay with hurt my hand a little bit so that I save my life. Moe said, empower yourself, shoot everything possible, get your hands on all guns, see what you like and what works. Wes said, do you recommend gun insurance like USCCA? Highly recommend gun insurance if you can afford it. That's the problem, is a lot of them are very expensive. So it's kind of if you can do it, do it. Or if you're not doing it, have a good lawyer in your back pocket. Literally on speed dial on your phone so you can call. Moe said I can't stand small guns like the Ruger LCP. She hates it. I want a bigger gun. She does hate that gun. Trust me, I know. I tried to get her to carry it forever and she would not carry it. The SIG 365 XL, she loves that thing. Her Walther PPS, Jesus, I can't think of all these Walthers. The Walther PPS, she loves that thing, but it's a little big for a woman to carry for sure. Anne Marie said, struggled my left with it to fire off multiple shots. Right's perfect. As a hairdresser, I use both hands, just can't shoot fast with my left. It's harder. It's a weaker hand. I had the 365. I sold it, and I got the 365 XL. To answer your question, Brad. The 365 XL is not that much bigger than a regular 365, but you get a fantastic trigger. A little bit longer slide, which for concealed carry, I could care less about a longer slide. and you get a tiny bit longer on the grip, which actually is kind of nice because it gives me, I have smaller hands, but on regular 365 with the flat mag, my pinky's hanging off. So it kind of is nice to give you that little bit of extra grip on there. And the trigger is night and day difference. The 365 XL has a way better trigger, so it's really nice. I think I caught up on questions. Whew, that was tough. You guys are asking away. I love it. So the other thing I didn't show you guys for my everyday carry kit, I showed you guys the guns, I showed you guys the magazines, I showed you the ARs. A good knife. Always recommend at least one very good pocket knife. So this is my Microtech out the front, and this thing I use for everything. I've used it. You name it, I've used it. It looks like it has tar on it right now. I don't know what I cut last time, but these knives are fantastic. They're very sharp. I stabbed myself in the hand over the summer with it. It didn't feel good, so be careful. But have a good knife on you, whether it's a flip, fixed blade, whatever it is that you prefer to carry, just like your gun. Everybody's got their own preference. And then my last thing that I always recommend is a nice flashlight. Something small like this. This is the super bright, as you can see. Try not to blind the camera here, but it's got 2 modes. So if I hold it down the first time, that's the half power. Second time, that's full power. So this thing is super bright. This is the Olight. What model is this? The 5T. This is their special edition copper model. So it's starting to patina. That's what I liked about it. But that thing's super lightweight, super bright. It fits right in your pocket. So if you find yourself in a situation where it's low light and you need light, there you go. You got a flashlight too. So Daniel said I need to go buy a new gun. I'm sure stores are wiped big time. So stores are, it's hard to find guns right now, but they are out there. Do not go on Gunbroker and pay triple for a freaking pistol right now. Seriously, don't do it. Gun shops are getting guns in. Daniel, I don't know where you are. Are you in Michigan? I'm not really sure. But I can recommend some shops in Michigan that I know have good inventory and that can get guns in if they don't have the inventory right now. Bill said Taurus G2 Millennium in the ankle rig, 9mm Citadel Commander 45. IWB, plenty of comfort. Perfect setup. Daniel, you're in Missouri, so I can't help you. There is a local shop to me, not just guns, in Mason, Michigan, and they actually do an online auction every Wednesday, so today. I don't know what time it starts, but they do an online auction, and a lot of times you can get some pretty good deals on their auction as well, and they would ship it right to Missouri. So, yeah. Nikki, you just said what I said. Thanks. Not just guns and Mason. Yes. Awesome shop. I know the owner very well. I actually have to go out there probably tomorrow. And those guys blow my mind with the inventory they have. It's crazy what they have in stock and what they can get. So definitely worth a shot. Go on their website, notjustguns.com. And you should be able to find some good stuff. If you're local to us, Michigan, Oakland County area, Gerbrand Defense in Waterford, Michigan is another shop, super small shop, but Okie is the owner, Okie Gerbrand. He can get you pretty much anything that you need, honestly. He can order it. It might take a couple days, but he can usually find it. So it's a good shop as well. All right. You guys want to do a quick giveaway? I think we should do a quick giveaway. Let's do a quick one here. Turn this over. Let's start off with give away a magazine first, if you guys want it. Let's see some love here if you want to give away. There we go. Facebook lags, so I gotta wait for you guys. All right, so we're going to give away the brand new issue of Tactical Life magazine from Athlon Outdoors. I don't think I have an article in this one, but this was the magazine I grabbed today, so we're going to give it away. My friend Mitch has some articles in here. Fred's got some articles. There's some good writers, some good articles in here. So definitely worth a read. Frank Maloney, he's got some good articles. Frank might actually be on our show in the next couple weeks. Frank was a competitor on Top Shot. I'm good friends with him. He's in New York. So we might have him and his wife on the show actually. So be pretty cool. All right, so if you're new to the show, this is how the giveaways work. So it's Facebook sucks. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Facebook sucks. Zuckerberg, if you're watching, screw you. So what we do is we're going to guess a number 1 through 100. Now, I don't ever give you guys the number. I wrote it down on the paper, and you can confirm with multiple people that have won that this is real giveaways, that you do win. It's as fair as I can possibly make it. It's free stuff. So the reason I don't give you guys the number after I see the number on the screen is because I don't want to hear like, I wrote that number, because I bet you did, but I didn't see it. So I have a phone going with this going on right now, as well as my laptop running these. So what you're going to do is you're going to comment numbers 1 through 100, and then put a period, an exclamation point, a letter, whatever, after or before that number. So the reason that we do the letter is because Facebook blocks our comments if they're just numbers. So if you just keep like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and just keep sending them, they'll think that you're spamming it and they'll block you from commenting. So throw a letter, throw a exclamation point, throw something else in there. So when you see start on the screen, we're going to start guessing numbers 1 through 100 until I tell you to stop. So start guessing 1 through 100 for the Tactical Life magazine from Athlon Outdoors. I'm going to literally watch both screens at the same time here. Usually I got a partner to help me with this, so. Keep guessing 1 through 100. And don't just guess once, just keep typing. Keep throwing them out there for us. One through 100 for Tactical Life magazine. And this is what I'm talking about. I literally see different numbers on my computer screen from my phone. That's how messed up Facebook is. You can only guess one number at a time, Bill. Get an A for effort, though. 1 through 100. Keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. 1 through 100. Oh, we got a winner. All right, stop guessing. We have a winner. And it came up on both screens. Look at that. Winner, winner. Where the hell did it go, though? There it is. All right, so the winner Once everybody stops guessing here, you guys catch up. The winner of Tactical Life magazine is Doug Fitzgerald. So congratulations, Doug. Whatever you guys, whoever wins today, anything, make sure you guys message me, private message me after the show with your name and address and all that stuff and what you won. I write it down, but it's just a lot easier for me. So congratulations to Doug Fitzgerald. I don't know if you've ever won before, so that's cool. But there's plenty more giveaways. So we're going to get to more giveaways here in just a minute. So, Doug, congratulations on that win. And let's talk about the SAR real quick. I'm going to give my voice a break for a second. I'm going to show you a video. So, we're going to talk about the SAR. You are more than welcome, Doug. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. We're going to talk about the SAR K12 Sport. Now, we showed this briefly, accidentally, a couple weeks ago on here. So if you were paying attention, you saw this gun already. You can see this thing is clear, completely clear. Check it a couple times. So this thing, if you're not familiar with SAR, Sarzalmaz is the company. It's right there on the grips, actually. See if it'll focus on it. Probably not. Sarzalmaz, that's the company. So it is a Turkish company. These guys are huge over in Turkey. They are in U.S. They're a brand new company. SAR USA is the U.S. affiliate for Sarzalmaz. And this is the K12 Sport. So this is their, pretty much, this is their cat's ass, the top gun that they have pretty much out there, the top pistol. This thing has a MSRP of $812 in the U.S. And you might say, okay, what's so fancy about it? $812 isn't a cheap gun. It's not, but it's not a real expensive gun either. This thing is a competition-ready freaking monster. You can see the low profile on this slide here. It's got a very low profile. Everything comes straight back recoil-wise into you. It's got some nice little press checks up front, so you can utilize the front of the slide, actually. I'm not a fan of dropping a slide using a slide stop, but it does have a nice extended pushed out slide stop there. Competition style mag release that is ambidextrous. You can change it to the other side there, so you can see, you can change it over. And then it comes with 2 magazines with a little base plate on there. This gun is all metal. The grips are aluminum. It comes with the flared mag well that's aluminum that can be replaced. It looks like you can pop it off and slide it out for aftermarket stuff. Real deep dovetail. It's heavy. It is a competition-ready monster at the range. I'm talking, if you are new to shooting and you want to feel really, really good about your shooting abilities, pick this thing up and go shoot it. It's all stainless. Does it have the weight on here? It's 47 ounces is the weight of this thing. It's a heavy gun. It's a big gun. This is not a carry gun. I mean, you could carry it. They make holsters for them. But this thing is a absolute beast, and it's freaking badass. So I'm going to show you a little quick review video here. We might not watch the whole thing because it's about 6.5 minutes long, and I think that's too long. But I'm going to show you a little review from a YouTube guy. I haven't done a review yet, so I can't show you my review, but we'll show you a little bit of his review. When he starts shooting, I'll probably turn it off. But $812 MSRP. It's got a 17-round capacity, almost just under 5-inch barrel. And like I said, it's 47 ounces or so, and $812 MSRP. You cannot get into a competition gun for $812. And this thing, I mean, it just points. It points every time you come out and you're right on target. Oh, it's so nice. I love this gun. This thing is fantastic. So here's a video. I'll show you guys a little quick video here, and I'll be right back.
Good morning, Guns America. Now, you may remember in the video last month where I did the SAR K2, I basically told you that that started off as a favor for somebody, and then I was just absolutely blown away by the quality of that gun. That 45 ACP CZ75 clone just, I mean, was absolutely amazing. Not just for the price. I mean, it was just a fantastically shooting gun. I was so impressed, in fact, that when I got home, I called up the guys at SAR USA, basically see what else you got. So, if they're building an absolutely fantastic and licensed CZ75 clone for right at $400, what's the top end thing they have? And it turns out that they actually build a race gun. This is called the SAR K12. And it is absolutely stunning. You see by the pictures there. It's all high polished stainless steel. Got a fantastic two-tone here on the aluminum grip module. And just an absolutely amazing gun at the retail price of $812, which is just nuts. So essentially what we have here is a single action only CZ75 clone in 9mm. See there we've got ambidextrous safety, and unlike a CZ75, all right, will not fire double action. But I mean, again, just I really wanted to see what else they had, and I've not been disappointed by this. One of the smoothest cycling guns I've ever picked up out of the box. Got a really cool grip module here with a built-in magwell. These magazines are basically like polished. They just drop free so smooth and easy, and load so smooth and easy. Got an extended magazine release here, which is reversible, and that trigger, whoo, incredibly smooth. Now, it's still about a 4-pound trigger, which probably has to do with the fact there's lawyers in this country. But the smoothness of it and how well built it is, watch there real close. All right, just the tiniest bit of creep. Maybe just I'm barely even noticeable. But that also tells me that I could send this off to a CZ Smith, probably have this thing taken down to a 1.5-pound, 2-pound trigger, should I desire to do so. So let's also take a look at the extended controls here. All right, look at the size of that safety. All right, that's absolutely awesome. And the slide release also extended. All right, you take a closer look in here too, you'll see there's some high polishing on the frame rails and the barrel, all right, which contributes to how smooth this gun is. Magazines have extended base pads on them, so we've got a capacity of 17 out of the box. And like I said, just absolutely amazed by how this gun feels. So, the name sports right in it. This was really built for you competition shooting guys. All right, we've got checkering all over, fantastic feel, fantastic machining. All right, this is not designed to be your everyday carry gun, although you could, outside the waistband holster. It's a little shiny for that, but if you're not in a non-tackle environment, probably still be okay. But I really think sports shooting is where this thing is going to shine. Especially, you 3-gun guys, you already spent a bunch of money on your shotgun and your rifle and your optic. All right, this is a fantastic option to get you out of the striker fired guns and into something big and metal and that we think is absolutely going to bang. So I'm going to get loaded up and we're going to run through kind of a little stage here I built out of steel and see how this thing does. All right, shoot ready, stand by. Meep. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. I have to call that an acceptable magazine change, so I don't have any mag pouches today. Shoot ready, stand by, meep.
Alright, so you get the idea there. Turn my volume down here. You get the idea of that thing. I don't want to show you the whole video. It keeps kind of rambling on. He misses a bunch of targets because obviously he's having some issues shooting. But this thing is awesome. It's got adjustable rear sight on it, ambidextrous safety, 1911 style, just super easy to utilize. Nice trigger, like he said, is a 4-pound pull. Polished barrel. Is just an awesome God. This thing is so awesome. I love this gun. The K12 Sport from SAR USA. Sarzilmaz, if you look them up in Turkey. So, awesome gun. So, SAR is a great company. They have the SAR 9. Super budget gun. It's like $350 gun. Kind of like a Glock 17-ish. And they just make fantastic guns. I think I just saw something about a 90,000 round torture test that they put a SAR 9 through to be able to get it approved for the Turkish government to carry or something like that. So stuff's insane. Awesome gun. So we kind of went out of order here because we answered a whole bunch of questions earlier. Does anybody else have any questions for me about guns or anything like that related? And if you don't, who wants some giveaways? We'll give some more stuff away. We already gave a magazine away in case you just joined us. We got some hats. Actually, I got 2 SAR hats that I'm going to give away. 1 each, so these are 2 different giveaways. The first winner gets to pick which hat they want, though. So we have the multi-digicam SAR USA. It says SAR USA on the back as well. And I also have this kind of trucker style. It's kind of a cool hat. Like, this is super soft material, kind of a purplish red color on the back there. So pretty cool hats from SAR USA for the SAR K12 Sport that we just showed you. Can Moe and I borrow the SAR? Of course you can borrow the SAR, but I'm going with you to shoot it because that's what's happening. That's not your SAR, actually. It's SAR's SAR. I have to write an article on it. She's taking Stephanie's shooting. With what? She can't take my guns then. Nope, I'm going with you guys. That's all there is to it. I'm actually, speaking of giveaways, so I had a cool idea earlier today, actually, that I have a lot of guns that obviously people argue over shooting. They want to shoot them. 50 cal Desert Eagle, in case you guys haven't seen that thing, I have a custom 50 cal Desert Eagle that Outlaw Ordnance built me, that's based off the show, that's based off my social media pages. Pretty badass. All these guns that appear in magazines, my P51 AR pistol build, it's based after a P51 Mustang that Blowing Deadline did the SAR code on. I got some pretty cool stuff that a lot of people want to shoot. So I'm going to do a big giveaway, and we're going to do it. It's not going to be picking numbers. It's going to be, you're going to have to do something for it on the Pew Pew Nation page. I haven't figured out the exact rules, but I will come up with it. And you guys are going to get, if you're in Michigan or if you can travel to Michigan, you're going to get a range day with Dennis and I. Pew Pew Nation range day. So I'm literally going to case up everything I have, grab a bunch of ammo. We're going to go out to the range and we're going to shoot some shit. We're going to blow some shit up. I'll have the flamethrower out there. You guys can fire a flamethrower. It's going to be a badass day on the range. So we're going to do that very soon. And if we can't pull it off very soon, we're going to do it in the spring in Michigan. And we'll do the giveaway. We'll start the giveaway coming up here pretty soon to work our way through there. So obviously it's going to be a Michigan giveaway. You're going to have to be in Michigan, or you're going to have to be able to travel to Michigan, unfortunately, because I don't have the money to travel to you. I wish I did. But it's going to be sweet. So Moe said let's set up a range day for those that want to come and shoot. I just talked about that. But we're going to give away a badass range day. So Nikki will definitely go shoot. We will set something up too. I'm always down to go shoot. So if you're in Michigan and you want to go out and shoot, I don't just let everybody shoot my guns, but I definitely come out and help you guys out with whatever you're looking for, and maybe let you shoot a couple pistols or something like that. But not just everybody gets to shoot the 50 cal or the P51 or the AR Tommy gun. It's not everybody that gets to do that. So those are special guns. So look for that giveaway, though. We're going to do something with that. I might even get some other companies involved, and we can get some even cooler shit out, cannons and stuff like that. We'll see what I can come up with. So We said maybe Black Friday in the afternoon to do the giveaway. I don't know if I have enough time to set it up for that, but we'll figure something out. Watch the Pew Pew Nation Facebook page for more details on that stuff. But we're going to give some more stuff away. So who wants a hat here? We're going to give away a SAR USA hat. It's going to be winner's choice on which one they get, and then whichever one they choose, the second one gets given away. So hats from SAR USA in honor of the K12 sport that we have to show you guys today. So who wants a giveaway? Let's get some stuff given away here. I'm going to pick a number. This is for SAR hat. Hat 1. Call it number 1. I'm going to pick a number for the second one already too. So SAR hat 2. All right. Rocket launcher. I could maybe track one down. I got resources. All right, so when you see start, you're going to start guessing. Same thing, 1 through 100. And this is for the SAR USA, one of the hats. Your choice. It's shooter's or winner's choice here. And then the second hat's going to get given away as well. So when you see start, you guys can start guessing 1 through 100. This is for the first hat. SAR hat 1 on my sheet. Don't forget to throw a number or a letter or an exclamation point or something in there as well. So keep guessing 1 through 100. Again, you are guessing for the SAR USA, one of the hats, whichever one you want, and then the other one gets given away as well. One through 100. Keep guessing 1 through 100 for the SAR USA hat. Keep guessing. Cat is passed out back there. Nope, we have a winner. Stop guessing. Stop guessing. We have a winner. All right, stop guessing, everybody. The winner of the first hat, there's still a second one to give away. It is choice of the winner, though, which one they want, is Stephanie Snell. So congratulations, Stephanie. Nice job. Message or comment really fast which one you want, multicam or trucker style. Your choice. And then the other one gets given away. Multicam or trucker style. Which one is Stephanie going to pick? Come on, Stephanie. Trucker. All right. So she is taking the trucker. She's got the trucker hat. So congratulations, Stephanie, on that one. And the multicam, adjustable SAR USA is available. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start guessing. When I say start, oops, go. Start guessing. 1 through 100. Same exact thing. This is for the other SAR USA hat. The opposite one. 1 through 100. Keep guessing 1 through 100. I'm feeling that Facebook is not showing me everybody's guesses, so we're going to exit out of this one and go back in because the computer's showing me everything, but the there we go. Now we got everybody on there. It does that to me once in a while. All right, keep guessing 1 through 100. I'm going to make sure that I didn't miss it here on the computer. Looks like I did not miss it. And this is for the Digicam SAR USA hat. Keep guessing 1 through 100. Oh, we got a winner. Wait, do we have a winner? Or did I miss it? Hold on. We do have a winner. All right. Dang, that was a quick one, actually. So, hold on. Stop guessing. Sorry, I didn't write stop. All right. Stop guessing, guys. We have a winner, but we have one more giveaway still today. So don't go anywhere. The winner of the other SAR hat, SAR USA Digicam hat, is Wes Graybill. So Wes, congratulations. You got yourself the other hat from SAR USA. So we gave away a magazine. We gave away 2 hats. We have a super cool thing from Freedom Fatigues today. We're doing something a little bit different. So let's figure out a number for that one, and I'll explain in just a second here. Okay. All right. So everybody's stopped guessing. So usually, Freedom Fatigues always sponsors our show. This is a Freedom Fatigues shirt I'm wearing right now. All of my apparel line, Pew Pew Nation USA, goes right to Freedom Fatigues as well, actually. I have a partnership with them. Freedom Fatigues, if you're not familiar with them, they are the #1 in comfort and quality. Yes, Wes, you really did win. Congratulations, man. So make sure you send me your address and your information so I can get that out to you in a private message after we're done with the show here. Same with all the other winners. Send me all your information. If I don't have it, Stephanie, I have your information. We're good. But everybody else, send me your stuff. But anyway, so Freedom Fatigues is an American apparel company. And they don't lie when they say they're American. It is 100% American, from the stitching to the print to the ink that's used to the materials. Everything is 100% American made. It's designed in America. The Pew Pew Nation USA stuff. The Pew Pew Nation apparel is all designed by me, myself. Um, and it's some awesome stuff. So the softest hoodies in the world. Daniels just said he loves the hoodie. Thank you for the support, man. The new hoodies for Pew Pew Nation are out. I don't know if I have. I don't think. No, I have some of the pictures. It'll cycle through. So there's stickers with the logo on them on the Pew Pew Nation USA site. Um, let's see if that's actually not the right design. That's my old design for the shirts. I have a different design now. So we're just gonna go to Pew Pew Nation USA, and you guys can check it out. But make sure you go over there, pewpewnationusa.com and freedomfatigues.com. Check out their stuff. Usually, Freedom Fatigues gives me a specific item to give away. So a hat, a shirt, a bottle opener. I mean, they got all these different material or all these different products out there. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. So I always tell you guys what you're winning. This time, you're going to win a $20 gift certificate to freedomfatigues.com. It'll work at pewpewnationusa.com as well. So you can order anything you want. You can order one of the new Pew Pew Nation hoodies. They're $55, so you get $20 off. A t-shirt's $25 or whatever. You get, obviously, you pay $5 in shipping or whatever. But you're getting a huge discount on whatever you want at this point. So we want you guys to go to those websites and make sure you check them out. So today we're going to give a gift card out instead of an actual shirt or a product. So when whoever wins, just send me your information. I need your name, address, and email address, and they are going to email you a special email with your discount code and instructions on the website and everything else. So knowing those guys, knowing if Chris is still on here, Chris and Ryan are the owners. They're awesome, awesome people. I'm really good friends with them. And knowing them, it's not just going to be $20. It's going to be something else as well. So that's just kind of how they roll. It's what they do. So make sure you check out freedomfatigues.com. If you win the gift certificate, awesome. Make sure you go over there, get yourself some cool stuff. Before we give this away, I want to mention the donations at the bottom of the screen there. We have PayPal, detailedImages@gmail.com is my PayPal address, and Venmo is at Pew Pew Nation. I don't make any money doing this show. I don't make any money on these donations. The point of the donations is to purchase bigger and better things to give away, pay for things like the giveaway that we're going to do where you come to the range with us. It's going to buy all the ammo. It's going to be free for you, 100%. So obviously all that costs the ammo and cleaning the guns and everything else, that all comes out of my pocket. So this helps out with that. Shipping costs, hats don't cost nothing or aren't free to ship. Magazines cost money to ship. This stuff costs money. Freedom Fatigue stuff costs money to ship. So we really, really appreciate donations. Even if it's $5, if it's $2, I don't care what it is. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your guys' support. So make sure you guys, if you can, go over there. PayPal's detailedImages@gmail.com. Send it friends and family. Screw PayPal with their fees. And then Venmo's at Pew Pew Nation. There's no fees on Venmo. That's why I like it. But either way, make sure you guys go over there. Check out pewpewnationusa.com and freedomfatigues.com and all that good stuff. So let's give away. I didn't have time to print anything to like have something to show you, but you're going to win at least a $20 gift certificate, maybe more than that, to freedomfatigues.com or pewpewnationusa.com. You can get to my apparel through Freedom Fatigue's website as well, so it's in their regular stuff too. So thank you guys so much for any support and for watching today. This was one of the biggest episodes we've ever had, actually. I think when we started, we had almost 40 people on here, so that is awesome. I really appreciate the support. I love it. Real good conversation today. So join us every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same place, same time, all that good stuff. So when you see start guessing numbers 1 through 100. for the Freedom Fatigues gift card that will be sent right to you in your email. So keep guessing 1 through 100. Damn it, this thing is pissing me off. It's showing me only one person's things again. I gotta exit out, go back in. Pain in the ass. I'm watching it on the screen though still, so keep guessing. 1 through 100. I hate you, Facebook. 1 through 100. Keep guessing, guys. I didn't know Cat's dreamed. He's making weird noises over here. You guys see him in the bottom of the screen? Hold on. There you go. There. A little cuteness for you. Keep guessing 1 through 100 for the Freedom Fatigues gift card. FreedomFatigues.com. Either you guys are slowing down or Facebook's not showing me everybody's comments now. I hate Facebook. God. Keep guessing 1 through 100. Keep guessing 1 through 100. Keep guessing. This is for a Freedom Fatigues gift card. Why would I wake the cat up? He's sleeping. You don't wake a cat because he's sleeping. Heck's wrong with you? He'll crash out. Keep guessing 1 through 100. Oh, and we have a winner. Stop guessing. Stop guessing. Let me make sure we do have a winner. All right. All right. Everybody stop guessing, and then I'll announce the winner of the Freedom Fatigues gift card. FreedomFatigues.com. We'll let everybody catch up here. I don't think I wrote stop, did I? That doesn't help. Stop guessing. All right, so the winner of the Freedom Fatigues gift card to freedomfatigues.com, or it works at PEW PEW Nation USA as well, is John Burkmeyer. So congratulations, John. You got yourself a gift card to freedomfatigues.com. Congratulations, man. Wait for you guys to catch up here. So that's it for tonight. We're gonna let you guys go. We've been on here a little while here, longer than I usually am. Um, oh, I guess I did say stop. Either way, so John Burkmeyer, congratulations. Um, Everybody that won today, make sure you guys send me your information. I am not tracking you down. Seriously, I don't have time in my day to track everybody down to get their information. Just send them stuff they want. So just send me a private message through my personal page, Andy Grossman, and I appreciate it. It makes it a lot easier, and I will get everything out to you. And John, your gift card will go to your email. So make sure you send me your information with your email address, and I will get Freedom Fatigues will be sending you an email with their information. So make sure you guys check out freedomfatigues.com, pewpewnationusa.com. If you can, donate a couple bucks to the PayPal, to the Venmo, Pew Pew Nation on Venmo, detailedImages at gmail.com for PayPal. Donate a couple bucks if you can. And follow me on YouTube or subscribe to YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And thanks for watching, guys. This is a great episode, episode 33. And if you want to watch the past episodes, if you're new to the show here, they are all on my YouTube channel at Pew Pew Nation. So go to youtube.com/Pew Pew Nation and you will pull up my YouTube channel with a whole bunch of stuff. There's a video I just posted today that you guys should go watch, proving voter fraud in Detroit. So let's see real quick before we sign off here. Where's that? Did they fill anything in? Nope. They still somehow haven't decided Alaska, Georgia, North Carolina, or Pennsylvania. Come on. Arizona's still up for grabs, and Nevada as well. Michigan and Wisconsin, we talked about it. It's voter fraud. Thanks for watching today, guys. We will see you next week, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday, right here on the Pew Pew Nation Facebook page. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will talk to you later. Carry on.